Welcome, everybody, to Who's Your Band? I am Jeffrey Paul. I am joined by my co-host, Sean Morton. How are you, Sean?
You know, Jeff, I'm still reeling from 2 weeks ago when my friend, who's your friend as well, Chris, messaged me that he was able to snag me 2 tickets to the Foo Fighters at Starland Ballroom. I will tell you, it was a brilliant, amazing fucking experience. Like, we skipped, the line was out there from 2 o'clock in the morning to buy those tickets. And even when they opened the doors, people were lined up at 3 o'clock to get inside. I got there at 20 after 7. He met me at the door. I skipped the whole line. We walked right in, and the merch line, you've been to Starland, the merch line went from the merch booth all the way through Starland to the back bar.
Oh, my God.
And I
just got up outside.
I skipped that whole line, too. So I went right to the merch line. I cut right through and right to the merch, got my 2 shirts. And let me tell you, they put on a show. Like, my big goal was to go see them on my 50th at the Link in Philly. And my friend said to me today, are we getting tickets? I go, absolutely not.
Why? You beat that.
I said, I'm never going to see the Foo Fighters play ever again. Because I saw them in my backyard with 1,700 people blow the fucking walls off that place. I'm good.
I saw the set list.
Yes.
So I want to hear a little bit more about the show. But so let me tell you my experience. Right. Mm-hmm. Friday, our friend Chris, texts me, gives me a call. Actually, he's like, "You working Saturday?" I go, yeah, but I can get out of it. Now, I thought maybe he had something because, he opens for the Jokers and stuff. Yeah. And I knew he was working this show. So I thought maybe he wants me to fill in or something, do something like that. He goes, so I take the call. He goes, no, he goes, do you want to come to see the Foo Fighters? He goes, I can get you in. And I'm like, yeah, nah. I'm going to still do my set. I have 2 new jokes I want to work out in New York. So that was my decision.
And you know what I said to him when he called me?
It was not a good decision.
No, when he called me, he goes, yeah, I'm going to call Krantz. I'm going to call Jeff. I said, don't call Jeff. He goes, why? I said, it's a Saturday night. I guarantee you he's doing a show, and he's going to say that show in the middle of bumfuck Pennsylvania is going to be more important than the Foo Fighters concert. And then he's going to hate the fact that he didn't go to that concert.
Okay, well, you were right about a couple of things. Here's what you were wrong about. It was in the middle of
I figured that part.
It was in Manhattan.
Okay.
It was a great crowd. It was great. I was miserable when I came home and I went on set list and saw the set list that they played because people were posting periodically and I was seeing it and they opened up with a song that I love.
Winnebago.
And then what was the second song?
I think it was Times Like These.
Something like that. It was a song like holy shit.
All my life.
That's right. I love that song.
Yeah,
right.
Their usual opener is that song.
Okay. So that was the song. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And then I'm like, well, maybe that was just it. And they're going to just do all stuff from the new album. So I'm not missing anything. Then I'm looking, they're doing The Pretender, which is also a song that is just a banger for me. I love it. Hero. I mean, all the songs. And I'm like, how did I miss this? You know what it was? This is another reason why it turned me off about. One, I'm not the biggest Foo Fighter fan in the world.
Yeah,
and secondly, when we went to see Zakk Wylde, which I will go to again, I thought Zach Sabbath was great. Do you remember how crowded it was that night, Sean?
Yes, but I will tell you, I was there a couple of weeks before that too for Clutch, and I had never seen that place and Testament. I had never seen that club that packed. One time I did when Five Finger Death Punch played there. And that was scary packed. We had room to walk around. They sold a legal limit. They didn't oversell the show. So it was not anywhere near as bad as the Zach Wilde show, as Clutch. You had room to spread out, and it was good.
Even my wife is like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "She's like, you like them?" I was like, "Yeah, but I want to really get this two new jokes down." So I go do it. Right. The next week comes, I want to do those two new jokes. I totally forgot them. I have them written down, but I totally forgot what it was trying to work on. I did one that's been hitting. It's a quick one liner, and then I have another one which is a little lengthy. I want to just like be able to work out the beats on it.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, because there's a lot of time. I feel the same way. Like I'm so done with a lot of the material that I'm doing, because you do it for so long. It's like you lose the fun of actually telling the joke. So like I've been writing a bunch of new shit, and I have a whole new chunk that I've put together that I love. And like when you have that joke, you just want it perfect, and you kind of have blinders on, and that's all you're focused on. So I understand why you skipped the show. I do. I mean, was it the right decision? Oh God, no, it was not the right decision, because
but the show looked amazing. It
was great. There was no opener. They went on at 8:05. I didn't stay for the whole show.
You never stayed for the whole show.
No, it was again. I had to work in the morning. I worked in the morning, so I was tired, and I was very sick. I was very, very sick. So I literally tripled up on Dayquil to get through the show, and then Sunday I was asleep the entire day.
Did you see anybody that we know there?
No, not one person at all. I know Florentine was there, but I didn't see him. But yeah, nobody. But dude, it was, that's a kind of show that you don't get to see very often. Like I saw Nickelback play there for their record release party, and I mean that's a monster band. That's a stadium filling band. I didn't see them, but Green Day played there. I've seen Manson play there. So it's like these monster bands, when you get to the opportunity to see them in such a small venue, you got to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I used to do that when I was younger. When I was a kid, I used to do that all the time. I saw Prince at the Palladium. I saw Blue Oyster Cult in clubs. I mean, I used to do this all the time. Yeah. But I mean,
and the opportunities too are few and far between, because it was a $30 show. Like, if I go on my birthday to see them, if I'm buying 2 tickets, that's $600. And it's not going to be the same experience as I had. So, yeah, live in that moment, dude. I've told you this before. Comedy, you'll fucking be there. You missed out on a great night. And I actually said you actually needed to be at that show, because you would have enjoyed it. Adam, fuck him, but you definitely would have enjoyed that.
Yeah, I do regret it. I'm thinking back. I keep thinking like, man, I'm never gonna get this opportunity again. If it was a band I really loved, if it was like there's stupid acts I go see. Like if Twisted Sister with Sebastian Bach play that venue, I will go to see it.
Think of it this way, like Maiden, right? Imagine seeing Maiden at Starland for like a secret record release party it's invite only.
I'm there.
You lose your mind, right? So that's kind of like, that's my thing. Like I'm only going to do things that make sense. That
Maiden is playing this Labor Day weekend. Okay. Yeah. Last year, I couldn't go to Oasis because I had to go to a wedding. I told my wife, if my son got married Labor Day weekend this year, I'm not going. I am going to see Maiden.
You got to live in the moment, dude. Comedy's going to be there the next week.
Yeah. Sets did go good. I was up, I headlined up just outside of Pittsburgh this past weekend. I brought Joe Pontillo with me. He opened, and it was great. But I would have, if the opportunity came again, I'd probably go see Foo Fighters, especially after seeing what that set list was like.
Yeah, and I was a very harsh critic on their new album. I did not like their new album in the least bit, but the songs they played live sounded so much better live than on record.
Yeah. And it was who's the drummer for them now? Because it's still
I don't remember
Grohl.
his name, but boy, he fucking murdered it, man. He's
Yeah,
he's
he
a
looked good.
solid, totally different style than Taylor Hawkins or Dave Grohl or
Josh
Josh.
Freese.
Yeah, totally different style, but man, it worked. Really worked.
Well, and listen, I'm glad you got a chance to go. I know you love Foo Fighters. Didn't you go to their show? I think it was the first one back after COVID or something.
I've seen him a bunch. I've seen
What
them.
was the one at the Garden that you went to where Chappelle came out?
Yeah, it was the Welcome Back show. It was the first
Right.
show at the Garden. I went to that. I've seen them at fucking MetLife, Fenway Park. I mean, I go back to their first album. I saw them at William Patterson College basketball gym.
I like their first two albums. I saw them. They opened, I think, for the Stones.
Yes, I saw them on that tour too.
And it was a show that but I was working.
Yeah,
I never
that was
paid
when the
for it.
second album had just broke.
Yeah. I saw. I know what I once saw Nirvana in Roseland.
So did I. I was at that show too. I was 17.
Yep.
I snuck into the city to go into that show, and I saw fucking Alice in Chains at Maxwell's in Hoboken.
You know what else I once turned down? So this was obviously a while ago, but I was kind of seeing this very hot Peruvian girl who worked on Saturday Night Live.
Okay.
And she used to take me to every place. We would go to Yankee Red Sox games and have the great seats. We went to concerts. But she asked me once, hey, Nirvana is playing at Saturday Night Live. Do you want to come down? Charles Barkley is hosting.
I remember.
And so I said, nah, I can't. I had something else. I don't know what else I did. I was maybe hanging out with my friends. I don't know.
I got 2 new jokes I want to write.
Yeah, I have 2 new jokes I'm going to want to do in 30 years. And so instead she got me like, all right, we'll go see them at Roseland. And she got the tickets for that.
Yeah. That was a great show. I remember it like yesterday.
I saw Morrissey there. Roseland used to be a great spot.
It was a great venue. I saw Slipknot there, man. And let me tell you, that was a great venue that unfortunately just got lost in the shuffle with the change in New York City, I guess.
Are you guys interested at all this summer? Speaking of great shows, Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson.
So I made the decision if I'm going to 3 concerts at PNC, it is going to be Rob Zombie, Marilyn Manson, because I don't feel a lot of the bands that we like put out good music anymore. I think there are a lot more nostalgia acts, but this new Rob Zombie record is a fucking banger. So I'm looking forward to seeing that and stuff. I'm going to go to that. I'm going to do the Motley Crue, and I am going to Salt and Pepper and En Vogue.
You're the weirdest guy I've ever met. I may join you on Motley Crue.
I think it's a good show. And look, even if you stay for 4 or 5 songs of Motley Crue, you get to see Tesla at Extreme.
When is it?
I think it's the end of July. For the last Friday of July, I believe.
As of right now, I am good. So I think I may wind up going to that with you.
I think you should. Yeah. We'll have a good time. We'll tailgate a little bit, and
Yeah. You know what? Later, shoot me the date. That way I can put it in my calendar. I won't book anything. How's that?
All right. That works.
All right. All right. So our topic for today,
yes,
is I saw something the past week, that has really drove me nuts. Okay. The New York Times put out a list of the top 30 living American songwriters, and when you see this list. And listen, it's a tough task to do. I mean,
sure.
When you look at all the great songwriters, even songwriters you may not have heard of, just contributed and wrote so many great songs. Okay, I'm not saying it's an easy task, but the list that they came up with, I really think like a retarded monkey could have done a better list.
Now, I will tell you that I am definitely more musically diverse than you are in some ways. You have a deeper catalog with a lot of things, but I think I'm more diverse. I saw maybe a third of this list. So a lot of this is going to be fresh for me. And there was a couple that I said, listen, not my style of music, but I understand. And then there was some I was like, fuck this. So I'm looking forward to jump in.
And so... Adam, can you pull up the list, please? There are some that okay. So let me give you guys a little background. Who made up this list? First of all, it surprised me that the New York Times has, I think, a half dozen people, or more than that, but at least it was 6 people who did the work on this list. But they have a department that does music reviews, and
Really?
I was surprised it was more than 6 people, which was a little shocking.
Hmm.
The background of these people, by the way, none are musicians.
Can you
None are
stop?
in.
Can you stop shuffling papers so that people can hear what you're fucking saying?
Yeah, none are musicians. None are in the music business. They all have gone to Ivy League schools. These are writers who attended Princeton, Harvard,
Yeah.
Brown, Yale. They all make up that. So it is a very snobby, snooty. We know better than you. We're the smartest guy in the
Yeah.
room. Like that David Stern mentality that you just want to grab them by the scruff of their neck and just beat the shit out of them in the middle of a street.
He did have a very punchable face, didn't he?
Fuck, I hate David Stern.
Me
Okay, he's
too.
ruined the Mets season for me. But that's a rant for another time.
Oh, I
But-
thought you meant David Stern, the old NBA commissioner.
No, was his name David Stern?
Yeah, because he had a very punchable face.
This guy's name David Stearns. Okay, so pull up the list. Let's go down and all right, Nile Rodgers. Do you know who Nile Rodgers is?
Of
Great
course.
songwriter.
Great songwriter. I agree with this.
Okay, great bass player. Wrote basically the Modern Love album with Bowie or for Bowie. Yeah, he's great. No problem with Nile Rodgers being on this
Correct.
list.
I agree 100%.
That's a nice entry. All right,
Okay.
pull up the next guy, Adam.
Lucinda Williams. Okay.
I
You know,
think
this is where I talked about me being a little more diverse. So I know Lucinda Williams. She has been around for probably 35 years. She falls under that like folk country category, like that almost that Americana kind of vibe. And her catalog is really, really, really deep. So I have no problem with her being on there.
Scroll up a little bit, Adam. I want to see what she's done. Hold on, let's see. Okay, so it's like you said here, Road. I mean, I don't know what her songs are. I go up a little bit more. What else does she say? Does it have her credits? Okay, stop here. I just wanted to see you look so bad. I don't know her songs.
Yeah, you really don't. But I mean, I will go on a limb.
5 essential songs. I just want to see you so bad. Hot Blood, Metal Firecracker, Fruits of My. Adam, do you know these songs?
No, I don't know them.
She's a 3-time Grammy winner, and she's
Means
received
nothing.
2 Americana awards as well.
Okay. All right. Well, Lucina Williams. I'm sure her on the list was enough to omit Donald Fagen.
We can do that. We can do. How about for every one that you disagree with, you throw a person up that should
Okay.
be?
Well, my first one is Donald Fagen. 100% should be on this list. Okay. Over Lucinda Williams. Steely Dan. Tons of classics. You know, I'll just throw out the first song that comes to my head. Ricky, Don't Lose That Number. Fuck you. Move on. Stevie Wonder. No one's going to argue this.
Nope. Keep going.
You know, he could be he's a top 5 guy on this list.
100%. 100%.
Love Stevie Wonder. Jay-Z, really?
Yeah.
I mean, no. So we couldn't replace him with maybe Dr. Dre,
Yeah, or Eminem.
Eminem, Chuck D.
Yeah. This is the political the political vote. You know.
This is like. I'm going to pick the top Led Zeppelin song. Stairway to Heaven. Okay, we all know it. We all know Jay-Z. Come on, man. I mean, he should not be in the top, especially guys who are omitted. I think the 3 that we just named right off the top of our head below Jay-Z.
Are
Right?
way better than that. So I'm a hard no for him.
Yeah. All right, go on. See, it's so annoying looking at this list.
Paul Simon,
100%.
100%. Just keep going.
Top 5 guy. I mean, Paul Simon, amazing. Simon Garfunkel, solo stuff, absolutely amazing. Great song. Real bullshit.
1,000% belongs on this list.
Okay, so you say, so I know it. She's not even the best Taylor that I can think of. I'm going to go James Taylor, who's not on the list, over
Well, that's
Taylor
a travesty.
Swift.
James Taylor not being on the list is a travesty. But 1,000% for Taylor Swift.
Adam,
Taylor Swift. I gotta agree with Sean. I mean, I'm not a Taylor Swift fan, but
I'm not either. I mean, I like her. I like some of her hits. I'm not a Swiftie, by the least bit. But man, I appreciate the fact that this girl's been writing stuff since she's 15 years old, and she has completely taken over the music world with her own music.
But I mean, okay, I'm not saying she's not good, and even though it's not my kind of music, but someone as accomplished and has stand the test of time as James Taylor.
No, again, but this is a popularity contest, but it is a popularity contest. She also is very deserving to be on this list.
I don't see it. Not yet. All right, move on. That was a little annoying. These guys, yes, these are Motown guys.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you what they wrote.
Okay. Yeah, just pull up. You'll get to like the top 5 essentials. You should know everything that they play. Yeah, go down a little bit. Go to
All right, here we go.
Heat Wave. Love like amazing song.
Okay, so they were like, so they were probably like the guys who wrote the hits.
They were.
Like
These were the songs. The other folks sang the songs. They contributed songs. These were the principal songwriters. There's 100% there. They belong on the list. I have no problem with
listen, you know what? I can take a step backwards because I am the more well-rounded and not in a size way. I agree. Yeah, if I look just on that alone, Lord knows how many dozens of other songs that were monster hits that they didn't put on this list. So yeah, I'll go with it.
Okay. All right. Keep going up, Adam. And who we got? Missy Elliott. Okay. You want to put Missy? See, this is also a bullshit one because you know who I take off? I take her off and you know who I put on? How about Pharrell Williams?
Or Alicia Keys?
No.
Yeah.
Pharrell Williams.
Performer-wise, as far
songwriters. They're songwriters.
Yeah, I know. No, what I'm saying is performance-wise, yeah, she's great. And she was groundbreaking in hip hop, but I don't think it belongs on the list either.
She's a top 30 songwriter? No way.
Yeah, I don't
Okay, these are people just trying to be, hey man, I am cooler and smarter than you, man. And Missy, you just don't see what she's doing. Yeah, I see what she's doing. It sucks. Move on. Enough is Missy Elliott. I'd rather have Queen Latifah. 100%.
100%.
Great song. Great with the Commodores. Great solo career. At one time, this guy was rivaling Michael Jackson.
Yeah, big time. And, I have no problem with him on this list.
No. Absolutely great song.
I think this is where I stopped, if I'm not mistaken. No,
100%.
I stopped at
100%.
There's no Taylor Swift without Dolly Parton.
There's not a lot of people without Dolly Parton. Great. There's no Miley Cyrus without Dolly Parton.
Right.
I mean, not only just country, but it crosses over into pop. Even like her Christian music and the Christmas songs are great. I love Dolly Parton. 100% deserves to be on this list.
And she put out a double rock album last year too.
That's right. And she has a big old titties. Really?
Just going.
Young thug. Adam, please
just
defend this.
Going, please.
I don't even know any of his music.
I don't have the patience for this.
This is. I'll tell you who I'm putting it on instead. Do you guys know who Ryan Tedder is?
Yeah.
Who's Ryan Tedder, Sean?
Ryan, I've heard the name before, Jeff.
Okay. Ryan Tedder is in a band called One Republic. They had a huge hit with the song called "Apologize." But you know what else? Now this is a lot of the critique that these assholes give for like why they I'll tell you the biggest omission off the list. I was going to save it for later. I'll throw it in now. They didn't put Billy Joel on the list, and the reason he's not on this list, and here's the reason why. They said he writes one song, maybe 1.5 songs, good, but that's it, which is a retarded thing to write and say. It's a completely different song of "We Didn't Start the Fire," "Matter of Trust," to something like "Scenes in an Italian Restaurant" and "She's Only a Woman to Me," and then "The Longest Time." I mean, he writes hits. He writes a diversity of hits, okay, where Young fucking Thug, okay, writes one style of music, okay, and it's not even all that popular at that. But Ryan Tedder, not only did he write for his own band, you ever hear of a little singer? Oh, she may be an up and coming named Beyonce, and one of her biggest hits called "Halo." Guess who wrote it? Ryan Tedder.
Yeah.
He writes for Leona Lewis, "Bleeding Love," which is not a bad song. Okay, but he has wrote so many big hit songs. I'm sure they didn't even consider this. This is a bullshit. I'm not putting. Yeah,
we wasted too much time on Young Thug.
Wasted too much. Fuck Young Thug. You see how angry this list gets me?
Yeah, well, I understand why. I mean, I did see Young Thug, so that was the last one. Diane Warren.
You know who she is, right?
Maybe
you'll know every
greatest songwriter, maybe the greatest pop songwriter of all time.
The only person, well, he's dead now. I would have said, maybe you would replace her with someone like Burt Bacharach, right?
Yeah, I think she surpasses him. I mean, she has written.
She don't surpass him, but she's great. But just go. Oh no, I'll tell you who else could have been on this list. Who's not? Desmond Child.
Mm-hmm. He's written fucking half the great rock songs of the 80s and 90s. He wrote.
Bon Jovi, Kiss, revived all these guys. Cher, very good. That's right. I found someone.
Well, that was Michael Bolton.
Up a little bit, huh?
That was Michael Bolton who wrote that song.
I love Michael Bolton. You're right. What was the big one that she was like on the boat showing her ass?
If I could turn back time.
Adam. If I could turn back time, that was him. Okay. Okay, look at the song Diane Warren contributes to. "I Don't Want to Live Without Your Love," great song. "When I See You Smile," bad English, phenomenal song. Just like Jesse James, great Cher song. Yeah. "Nothing's Gonna Stop Us." She's a beast. She's
been nominated for an Oscar, I think, like 13 times too for movie soundtrack songs.
Did she ever win?
I don't think she's ever won. Yeah, I think she wrote "My Heart Will Go On" too for Celine Dion.
Oh my God! It's 100% top 10 on this list.
Deserves no joke.
This is nice to say. All right, keep going up. What's Adam doing?
Josh, I know who they are. They are they're very, very big country writers. So the thing about country music, which again you don't appreciate, a lot of country.
I do appreciate. I have country guys on here, and I have a big guy I'm saving.
There's look, but the thing about country music though is that artists like Luke Combs will write a song for Chris Stapleton. Chris Stapleton will write a song.
Go down a second, Adam.
But these guys have written monster hits. You
want to know something? Maybe you say that they do, but I'm going to throw a name on here. I don't even know if you know who they are. I know Adam won't. Have you guys ever heard of Jimmy Webb?
Of course I've heard of Jimmy Webb.
What's his biggest hit?
I don't know his biggest hit. My mother raised me on country music with Ernest Tubb and Jimmy Webb and Lefty Frizzell. And I grew up on that shit. So
Jimmy Webb wrote what some people consider the best country song ever written. And do you know what it's called? The Wichita Lineman.
Okay, that's nowhere near the greatest fucking country song of all
time. There's a lot of people who will debate that with you, Sean. There's
only one the greatest country song of all time, and it's never going to change. He Stopped Loving Her Today by George Jones.
See, I thought when you were going to say George, I thought you were going to go George Strait, who's not on this list, by the way. But yeah, so Jimmy Webb, not only does he write country in Wichita, Lyman, you know what else he writes? A little ditty called MacArthur Park.
I didn't know that.
You never heard of it?
No, I know. I didn't know he wrote that, to be honest.
Yeah. He also wrote one of the great song, but also one of the great vocals. He does not sing it, however. You ever hear the song by the Brooklyn Bridge, The Worst That Could Happen?
No.
Oh my God, phenomenal song, great vocal. Adam, do you know the song? You never heard? You know the song.
No, Jeff, I think that's a little out of our generation.
They say you're getting married. Oh, such a great song. All right. I probably would have taken these guys off.
Okay. That's you, but I understand that. Fiona Apple.
Stop.
No, doesn't belong on there.
Especially when who else? Okay, I already said James Taylor, Billy Joel. I'll throw another guy on you. He had maybe one or two hits. Maybe you ever heard of a couple of them. Sometimes they used in movies. John Fogerty.
Yep.
Adam, John Fogerty, you know who that is, right?
Well, how about we stick? How about we stick with like the theme? Like you see Fiona Apple, we both disagree. I'll say something like maybe Tori Amos deserves to be on that list instead.
I think she's comparable to
maybe
Fiona
Sinead
Apple.
O'Connor deserves to be on that list instead.
She's not. Well, first of all, you got to be American, and you got to be living.
Oh, it's American
and living.
And living.
So that's why someone like Joni Mitchell, who's lived in the United States forever, but illegally, by the way, but is still considered a Canadian.
Huh. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. I didn't know that part.
Okay. But yeah, I'm taking Fiona. I'm not looking at race. I'm not looking at gender. I am just looking at who writes great songs.
The catalog.
Okay. Babyface, I'm probably leaving in here.
Oh, 100%. Because besides his solo stuff, he's one of the biggest producers to ever be in rap and hip hop.
Well, go down a little bit, Adam, and go put up the 5 essential songs. I'm Your Baby Tonight. It's huge.
Yeah, so it's Not Gonna Cry by Mary J. No, okay. He's been around forever, and plus his solo stuff is great too.
Yeah, he fits this genre of music.
Yeah, I would keep that in. That's fine.
I'll keep Babyface. I'm not taking him out of the list. Anytime you want to go up, Adam. Anytime. Do you know this guy?
I couldn't tell you who it is.
Adam, do you know Stephen Merritt?
Yeah, I think he's the lead singer of the Magnetic Fields, I think.
The Magnetic Fields.
Here, scroll up. It says it right there. I think.
You know what I thought this was? I'm not joking. I thought this was Louis C.K.
Dude, it looks just like him, right? A fat Louis. It's like if Louis and Kevin James fucked.
Yeah. He looked like Kevin James.
The Magnetic Fields.
He looks like the guy who played Cam. So what are his 5 essential songs? Yeah, Adam. Holy shit, Adam got this right. I never heard these.
Yeah, I haven't either. So obviously, he's probably writing for his pop stuff too. If he's writing for Olivia Rodrigo, yeah. So
this is
I say no. I have no idea what it is.
So you know who I would have put in this position? I would have put in Daryl Hall.
Sure. Well, I would have gone if you're picking somebody who's more indie. Maybe go with Jack White or go with Jeff Tweedy.
No, I like your first suggestion. I think that's White. Yeah. I think that's right on the money. I think Jack White would have been over Stephen Merritt. But I don't know how you put this guy in, but you leave Daryl Hall out. You know, only the principal songwriter of one of the most, if not the most successful songwriting duo of all time.
Okay, not Lennon and McCartney, but whatever. Continue.
No one's Lennon McCartney, but come on. And they also have to be American.
Romeo Santos, I have no idea who this is.
This was one of the names on the list that people with just raised eyebrows. Very, very limited, and especially when your critique is for leaving Billy Joel off that he writes one style of music. This is a guy who writes one style of music.
I don't know one song that he wrote.
No, but you know who I put in over him? Who was also left off? How about Jackson Browne?
I can see that. I'm not a fan, but again, I appreciate the catalog that he's produced. So I would definitely put that in that place.
You see, you know what would be the problem with my list?
It wouldn't be anybody past 1982?
No. There wouldn't be anyone who doesn't have a complexion darker than mayonnaise.
Yeah, no shit. What is that telling you? Anyway.
Go on.
Too many gigs in Pennsylvania, Jeff. That's all I'm saying.
I am leaving Lionel Richie on, kind of.
Carole King, just keep 100%. Going.
Phenomenal.
Yep.
Phenomenal. Look at her. Go to her five. I wonder what they're listing as her 5 essential songs. Let's go back down. Go back down. Go to her 5 essential songs. How can you even put 5 essential? One Fine Day, which is one of my favorite all-time songs, has a great piano. Up on a Roof, another one of my favorite songs. Why did they pick Way Over Yonder? They could have put You Got a Friend, which is also a phenomenal song. So Far Away.
I mean,
wow, these are great songs.
She wrote maybe one of the most beautiful, perfect songs ever written for Aretha Franklin.
You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman.
It's a fucking one of the greatest songs ever written.
If we do a gig together, that's going to be your theme music.
I'll walk out to that shit. I don't care.
Yeah, you should.
I don't care. Okay. No shame. Okay, let's keep going.
Look at that. They got Brittany Howard talking about her there.
Yeah.
She's from Alabama Shakes, right?
Yeah, I love her.
Yeah.
Outkast, I would put them on the list. Yes.
No. First of all, duo. Okay, so yeah. I put Hall & Oates over them. And what they have? One big album?
No, dude. They had like 6 albums that were fantastic.
Yeah. I don't know.
Again, out of your genre, out of your wheelhouse.
Go to the 5 essential songs. No, it's not even on here. What's that song?
Mrs. Jackson.
I am
Jackson. It's not on it. I Like the Way You Move. I mean,
the B.O.B. is a fantastic song.
Oh, it really is. That's one of the best songs of the last 30 years.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good. Jeff's never heard it.
I don't know. Maybe I heard it. It does not right on top of my mind. But you know who's not on this list that I think should be on it? Okay. If we're going to put Outkast on.
John Mellencamp.
That was my second choice. Yes, John Mellencamp is not on this list. Come on. 2 back-to-back all-time banger albums. Scarecrow and The Lonesome Jubilee. Oh, my God.
That was before that.
It's a great one. Was it before or after? But they were great albums. He had a string of 3-4 albums where every song was great. Mellencamp should be on this list.
Oh, Jeff racist. I just realized that. Okay, continue. Let's keep scrolling with the. I
was a big Cincinnati Red Maud Schott fan.
Mariah? No, I don't agree with that.
Did she even write her songs?
She does, and she stays really close to my heart when I'm doing this podcast. My autographed picture. Okay,
you know who I'd put over her? Who should be on this list? Now it's going to surprise you. It will be a new Cyndi Lauper. If I'm going to put a woman, yes, I'm putting Cyndi Lauper on here.
Yep,
100%.
Which was an amazing documentary. If you didn't see it,
that's a good call, Sean. Yes, I will say Cyndi Lauper. Adam, Cyndi Lauper over Mariah Carey.
Yeah, I'd probably go
as
Cyndi
a
Lauper.
Songwriter. Okay, all right. And you know what? Mariah Carey never really found the right hairdo.
She's perfect.
I always thought like she always was looking for the right hair cut because she has kind of like a weird face a little bit.
Jeff, be careful.
I'm just saying.
Just be careful. Keep going, Adam.
You see?
Willie Nelson? Come on.
100%.
1,000%. Now, if you really want to say, he's probably the greatest songwriter alive right now, American Living Songwriter.
The oldest.
He is the greatest living songwriter. He's put out 1,900 fucking albums. He still puts out 2 albums a year at 94 years old.
Hold on a second, Sean. There's one guy who I think will surpass him. Chris and he's on the list.
On the list, yeah. I think so. I think I know who you're talking about, too.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
He might even be at the next one.
Can you just pull him up his 5 essential songs? I'm just curious to see. I mean, when you have a catalog like this, I'm just wondering
this is so stupid. They're just randomly pulling 5 songs.
But they're saying
We Don't Run is Who'll Buy My Memory? No. There's Whiskey River. There's Always on My Mind. There's Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. There's Poncho and Left. This is all auto-generated. They're just picking 5 songs.
Well, the process of doing this was they cast a net out to a lot of different writers, and then they had like 750 songs. They had to pare it down to 30 songwriters. 750 writers, 730 make the cut. And this is what they came up with. They said they debated this. They said they really took their time to try to craft this list. And this list, like you said, it looks like shit and could have been just thrown into an AI generator, and it would have.
And I get so I'm passionate about this because it was the first concert I ever went to in my entire life. I've been listening to this guy for fucking 50 years. I've heard every song he's ever recorded 39,000 times. And I can look at this, and I tell right away it's just fucking AI. That's ChatGPT who wrote that part.
You are a big Willie Nelson guy.
I am. I just realized I went to his 70th birthday at the Beacon Theater, and that shit was 24 years ago.
That shit. All right, move up, Adam, if you can, please. Let's see what else we got here.
Kendrick Lamar.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to keep him on.
Really?
You're
gonna keep him on. Did I mention? I don't know if I said his name yet. Don Henley.
All right, look. You really can't compare. You have to. If you're going to make a comparison, you've got to have something in the same close to genre.
No,
you can't just go. Oh wow! I don't think Dr. Dre should be on here. You know who should? Bruce Dickinson. That doesn't work that way. You got to at least give a comparison close to it.
Dickinson doesn't get on the list because he's not American.
You know what I mean, shithead. So I'm saying just stay in the same.
I'm sticking to the rules. You don't stick to. So you like to break the rules. You're a maverick.
Yeah.
You and Sarah Palin are mavericks.
She's kind of hot.
You like Sarah Palin, don't you?
Oh, she was fucking hot, dude.
I know you do. I know you're a type. You have a little bit of a type.
Continue.
Kendrick Lamar. I'm getting him out of here.
Valerie Simpson.
You know what? Great songwriters.
Oh, from Escher and Simpson.
Yes, but look at it. They were songwriters before they had a solo. Look at her songs. Pull up her 5 essentials, Adam. Guarantee you're going to know at least 3 of them.
Oh, yeah. I mean, these are amazing.
Ain't No Man High Enough. Classic. Every Woman. Classic.
Yeah. If I didn't know her, I would say just from looking at the 5 songs, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same trick.
We got a sneak so I'm keeping her on the list. We got a little sneak preview of who I think would have surpassed Willie Nelson. I think you got to go Bob Dylan.
Yeah, Dylan. Yeah, but here's how I look at it. He's a generational. You know what I mean? He's no one's ever going to be him ever again. But I'll put Willie up against Dylan.
Pull up his 5 essential songs, Adam. I mean, when you really look at this guy's catalog, especially the early days, it's insane. Like a Rolling Stone.
Oh, this is completely random too.
Right? Yeah. Exactly.
It's
so stupid. It's infuriating. This makes this list even more infuriating than it was.
Yeah, these aren't the 5 essentials, but they want to pick stuff that, like, you know. Listen, this is on the B side of his 16th album that came out when he was doing. Shut up,
no, Jeff. You're overthinking this. This is ChatGPT. That's it.
Oh, this is such crap. I'm telling you, we all the 3 of us can do a better job than anyone in the New York Times.
Agreed.
The New York Times, they had a shitty sports section. Their book reviews were okay. Their movie reviews were pompous, and their take on politics is one-sided. I hate the New York Times. Move up. I can't take this list.
How many more do we have?
We're missing a couple. We're missing one of your favorite guys on this list.
Lana Del Rey. I mean, I like her as a songwriter, but I don't think she belongs on here.
We're gonna put her over Dwight Yoakam.
Dwight. How about this? How about her over Brian Fallon from the Gaslight Anthem?
What else did he write besides no hits for the Gaslight Anthem?
No, he's an amazing songwriter. He has a great
John Bon Jovi.
Yeah, I don't disagree. He's a great songwriter. Yeah, I don't agree.
He changed his style. He matured as a songwriter. I mean, those songs held up. But but Desmond Child, I think, the more I think about it, the more I think this guy needed to be on this list instead of. They're just trying to. I think some of this is rage bait.
I don't think it's rage bait. I think it's a lot. Again, I think a lot of this was AI written. I'm telling you.
And go to her 5 essentials. Do we know any of these?
I don't know any of her songs.
Are any of them popular? Does she have any hits?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I know "Cruel World."
This is another one where her biggest songs aren't on here. This is another random.
So stupid.
So stupid. Yeah, so annoying.
All right, let's keep rolling. Let's plow through the rest of this.
Yeah, I'm going to have an aneurysm with this dumb list.
This is your call.
Whose idea was this?
The Dream. The Next.
Fuck is The Dreams? Look at this asshole.
Yeah, we could just scroll. We don't even have to look at his songs. Just keep going.
Yeah, he sucks.
I'm curious.
Jeff knows.
Adam, do you know The Dream?
He wrote Umbrella and Single Ladies. Interesting.
All right.
So he came up with the lyric Ella.
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, 1,000%. 1,000% for them.
You know who I'm putting on this list?
You don't like Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis?
I love Jimmy Jam, but I'm taking off that other nitwit who we just saw. What was his name?
The Dream.
I'm taking off The Dream, and I'm putting on one Andre Holmes.
All right, so let's let the cat out of the bag here now that you mentioned it. There will be a new podcast coming soon called A Touch of Grey, starring myself and Andre Holmes. In addition to the Who's Your Band podcast, there's going to be no music talked on this as far as like we talk about. But we are going to we're starting our first episode tomorrow night. So there's a little sneak preview of what's coming. And I don't know that we're doing guests, but if we do, Jeffrey, you'll be the first one.
Well, thank you. Well, I'm curious to see what this is going to be about. I hope you don't do that. Well, I would like to see Andre's take on this list.
No, you know what it is, and it's not about music. We have great conversation, and we can get deep. So it's going to be interesting.
Okay. Well, we look forward to seeing that podcast. Okay.
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, 1,000%.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Bad Bunny.
Fuck no.
He's probably the biggest pop star in the world, dude.
It's all nonsense. It's all fake. It's all manufactured. I'll go with the guy. The Santana write his own songs. If we're going to stick in this genre, I'll go anything by Santana. I love.
I don't like Bad Bunny. You know who's great? Dennis DeYoung.
Great songwriter. You tell me, does Bad Bunny have any lyrics with Japanese words in them?
I don't know, but I'm gonna not give an opinion on this because I personally don't like him, but I know the huge influence that he's made and the huge like mark in music that he's done. So it's kind of like I gotta stay neutral on it.
Creating a center of gravity so forceful it reached the Super Bowl halftime show. Eat it, dick. Sucked.
All right, we'll disagree on that one, I think. So let's keep rolling.
we have anything else on this?
Obviously.
Yeah, we have to put Bruce Springsteen on. He's a great songwriter.
Politics aside, you got to still put him on.
Yeah, that's the thing. I wish.
Oh, yeah. Here, this is going to be the top 5. Let's see what these are.
Rosalita, Born to Run, Nebraska, Born USA, American Skin.
2 songs belong. Two songs belong on that list, and one really, but two can get on that list.
So which one? Would you say? Born to Run and
Rosalita.
Rosalita,
yeah. I would say that too. I mean, you're saying the Streets of Minnesota didn't make the top 5 essentials?
Oh, so this is just so fucking infuriating. All right, let's keep rolling. We're almost done, I think.
Nebraska, man.
I think this is the last one.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'll take Smokey. Even
great songwriter. Go look at his 5 essentials. Could they have messed up Smokey Robinson? My Girl,
Tears of a Cruising Happy.
Those are pretty good though.
I'd say 4 out of 5 are good. Yeah.
You just don't know Happy.
Yeah, exactly.
You never saw the Diana Ross vehicle.
No.
Lady Sings the Blues.
I have not.
It's a pretty shitty movie. Real old school 70s. If it ever comes on TV, and which it does sometimes, you should just like catch a little bit of it. It's like these really bad. Now these are the critics. Okay, none of these guys have done anything in music.
No,
and they all went to Ivy League schools because they want to show that they're smarter than you.
Yeah, I don't
basically, guys, these people are us. They have podcasts,
right?
And they talk about music. We could have done this. I think we would have done a better list.
I don't think you're far off with that. We would have had a little pushback with me and Adam versus you, I think, on some things, but
that's good. That's okay.
But yeah, no, I think we would definitely write a better list without question.
But anyway, this was what was on my mind. I'm glad we got. Oh, you know what else should have been on that list instead of what was that guy's name? Not The Weeknd. What was his name? The Dream.
The Dream.
Yeah, you could put The Weeknd in this place.
He may be Canadian.
No, he's from California, I think.
Yeah, I don't think he's American. But who is American? Who's great songs, jingles? How about Barry Manilow?
How about Glenn Fry? Oh, he's dead.
Dead. Barry Manilow should be on this list. Sean, any problems with Barry Manilow?
No, absolutely not. I mean, you're completely if you go see him in concert, but otherwise, no, I don't have a problem with that.
Seen him several times.
Yeah, well, Jeff, do you think if Jim Steinman was still alive, he'd be on the list?
He would have to. Otherwise, I'd go down and burn down that office. Yes, I think you know my feeling. I say this all the time. If I could go and just interview one person in music who's not alive anymore, I probably would have been Jim Steinman.
Yeah, he was great.
I loved his style. I liked his flair for the dramatic. I like how I would like to have known when he wrote these songs, how he wrote it in mind. There's so many great interviews. You can watch them on YouTube. The origin of the song as opposed to how it came out in the studio. And I'll tell you another guy who very underrated as a songwriter, producer, Todd Rundgren.
Yeah, I'll put that on there. I'll put Rob Thomas from Matchbox 20 on there.
Great songwriter.
Chris Stapleton, probably the greatest songwriter that's alive right now. You know?
Well, wasn't even considered.
I know.
But listen, like I said, not an easy task.
No, it wasn't. But our critiques were valid, I think, tonight.
Right. But just don't shoehorn people in for, political correctness. Just have great songs and have a great. And it's okay to be left off, but you can't put Lana Del Rey, you can't put Mariah Carey, you can't put Kendrick Lamar. They're not. They're better songwriters.
100%. But like I said, I think we hit it on the head with this one.
Yeah. And Billy Joel, the criticism, he writes 1.5 songs, good, but that's it. It's the stupidest argument I've ever heard. Adam, is there anybody you would have liked to have seen on this list?
Well, I already said Jack White. I think between all the bands he's been, all the stuff he's written, he's written some of the biggest hits of the 21st century.
True. Not the lead singer or writer of the Pixies?
Frank Black?
Yes. I don't know right off the top.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Frank Black. Yeah. Who else like bands that Adam would like? That should, anyone from the Husker Du, yes.
Oh, was that Bob
Mould? Bob Mould, of course.
Mould, yeah.
Bob Mould. How about Glenn Danzig?
He was in that band Sugar also in the 90s.
Yes, he was.
XTC.
No, Andy
XTC
Partridge.
From the 80s.
And that's English. He's English, though. Great songwriter, though.
I had that cassette tape that I forgot what their big song was.
The Mayor of Simpleton.
Yeah. Great song, Mayor of Simpleton. How about Rivers Cuomo of Weezer?
It's not a bad pick, but he's got so many misses outside. I mean, outside of like Pinkerton, Blue Album, Green Album, so many albums of Weezer's are just
there's a lot of trash. Look, I was saying about the Foo Fighters, man. I mean, look, I love them. Like when I saw them live, but like they put out like. If they've put out the last 6 records, I think 2 are decent. They put out some shit.
Well, the one right after Taylor Hawkins passed away, the one with the teacher on, that's a great album.
Yeah, it is.
But Medicine Before Midnight and the new one are pretty bad.
Not good. Yeah, not good.
But if we're also going to go songwriting duos like Outkast was, how come then we can't put the 2 guys from Aerosmith, Tyler and
Tyler? Yeah, and, I mean, we can do this for another 2 hours, but
I mean, come on, man. Would you say Aerosmith is a top 5 American band of all time?
If not top 10, yeah, top 10.
Well. Yeah, I mean, who's living? Because living, if Brian Wilson was still alive, he would have to be at the top of the list.
Yeah, I agree. But
he's not alive, and you're not going to put Michael Loveland in there.
You follow the rules.
The what? The rules.
Follow the rules.
Follow the rules, man. You're a maverick.
Yeah.
Anyway, this turned out to be pretty.
I'd also say, Sean, since you said Brian Fallon before, I'd probably put Craig Finn on there from the Hold Steady. His work in the Hold Steady, his solo stuff, and he's very prolific also. And his early stuff with Lifter Polar, the songwriting is just incredible.
I'm used to fucking Jeff derailing the show. You know what I mean? I just had to get it out there. You want to pull out fucking Slappy McPinkerton from fucking the Hold Steady.
That's the beauty of Adam. Like Adam will say it all earnestly, like Slappy McPatty of Pinkerton. He really did write a lot of groundbreaking stuff. In the California underground community.
And you know what's the bad part about it? Like he's laughing right now, but as soon as he hits end and stops recording, he's gonna walk away and go, "Fucking guys know what they're talking about, man."
I think all 3 of us are gonna say that as we walk away from this show.
Yeah. All right, this was fun.
This was a good one. I have a guest I got to hit up. We interviewed this guy on the air last week on the radio. The band is a country band. I can't remember the name. Something with the Williams. I'm trying to find the name of it. Anyway, their drummer is also the same drummer. You ever hear the band Tonic?
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah, they were in the studio, and they would like to come on the show.
Yeah, let's do it. If they're country, I can take that whole range.
Yeah, you'll love this. This will be up your wheelhouse.
Yeah, get them on.
All right. We'll talk about it.
All right.
All right. I will talk to you later, guys. This has been Who's Your Band. I hope you enjoyed this. Any other songwriters that you think should be on this list, give us a shout. Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
All right.
See you later.
Talk to you later. Bye-bye.